Have you ever tried to see your own eyes? You can look in a mirror, but you can never directly see the very things that are doing the seeing. They are the source of your vision, yet remain hidden from their own sight. This simple fact holds a profound secret. The greatest mystery is not what we see, but that we see it all. We spend our lives searching outward, rarely questioning the awareness that makes all exploration possible. What is this silent presence that experiences every sight, sound, and thought? It's the constant background to our lives, always overlooked. The journey to understanding begins when we ask, who is doing the looking? The mystery isn't out there, it's the very awareness reading these words right now. Imagine awareness as an infinite ocean, and our lives as waves rising and falling on its surface. Science can map the brain, trace neural pathways, and show us which parts light up with emotion. But in all this searching, one thing remains elusive, the one who is aware of the brain. This is the hard problem of consciousness. Why is there a personal experience at all? Awareness is the ghost in the machine, the silent witness observing the brain's activity but not found within it. It's not your thoughts or emotions, but the space in which they appear and disappear. You are the awareness itself, the vast, open witness behind the curtain of your mind. When you realize this, you create space between yourself and your thoughts. You are no longer swept away by the river. You are standing on the bank watching it flow. This is the beginning of true self-knowledge. Imagine a man who's never seen his own face, discovering his reflection in a lake and mistaking it for another person. He tries to grasp it, but the image shatters with every touch. This is our human condition. We chase our identity, our name, job, story, believing it's who we are. We seek validation, but our identity is as unstable as a reflection on water. As long as we identify with the reflection, we're at the mercy of life's changing waters. The journey isn't to find a new identity, but to realize the awareness that was here all along. The sacred texts remind us, the divine is closer than our own breath, found within. The real discovery is not a new image, but the awareness that sees all images. We live in a world obsessed with being seen, curating profiles, seeking validation, performing for an audience. But what if we let go of being seen and simply focused on seeing? This shift means withdrawing energy from managing your image and redirecting it toward pure awareness. When you're not worried about appearances, you're free to truly experience the world. In quiet moments, you're not your roles or your story. You're just here, now, as pure presence. This is a taste of profound peace, the freedom of being the silent witness to life. The ego thrives on being seen, but your true self, awareness, needs no validation. To rest in awareness is to be the seer, not the object seen. What if this silent, knowing presence is a divine spark, temporarily inhabiting this body and mind? Our purpose isn't to build a bigger ego, but to realize the divine nature of awareness and let it shine through us. If we are awareness, then death is not an end, but a return to the source, a homecoming. You've spent your life looking out through awareness, but you can never see it. You can only be it. The search for awareness is like a torch trying to find light. It's the source of the search. The moment you notice you are aware, the search is over. You are home right now, in this moment of knowing. Tonight, as you lie in bed, notice your thoughts and feelings, and gently ask, who is aware of all this? You are not the voice in your head. You are the silence that hears it. I'm Bilal Abyssinia, reminding you, the greatest journey is not across the universe, but into the depth of your own awareness.